All right, good people. What's going on? It's your boy GD Fitz. We here live. BSN presents Tell the Truth. So we're gonna talk a little bit of truth. Today's gonna be real short and simple. All I'm doing is talking about the Ravens today. I ain't going too deep like we normally do. I'm just gonna talk about the Ravens and what I seen today on the field. Week 3 in New England. Ravens come out with a victory on the road. They improved to 2-0 on the road, 2-1 on the season. Have a tough matchup coming up against a team next week in Buffalo that I think could be the best team in the AFC, but that's neither here nor there. Right now, we're going to just go into what I seen today from the Baltimore Ravens. I got to start it off with the MVP. And when I say MVP, I'm not saying he's the most valuable player in the league. I'm saying he's the most valuable player for the Baltimore football Ravens. And that's Lamar Jackson, the guy that's behind me. This guy is basically the engine that's going to make this team go. As you've seen over the last 3 weeks, as you've seen from last season, when he did not play, the team did not win. He has played his ass off coming into this season to deal with not only the lack of running game, offensive creativity that this team has as a coaching staff. They haven't improved on that, in my opinion, as well as the consistent injuries to key people that can help the team improve tremendously. I'm talking offensive line. Today, we just lost another offensive lineman in Makari. It is crazy that they are consistently hurt. And yet this man, number 8, shows time and time again why he is the most valuable player to this team. The NFL put out the ESPN, I should say, not the NFL, but ESPN put out a list saying that he wasn't even a top 10 quarterback in the league. I've watched this man make history in week 2 with his passing and rushing combined total yardage. This week, I watched him orchestrate another 35-plus point game for his football team. He was responsible for 5 touchdowns this week, 4 in the air, 1 on the ground. He is amazing. Lamar Jackson. Can't dispute what he's done. He's consistently rolling and he's keeping it going. Now, here's the pros that I did like from today's game. For coaching purposes, they made second half adjustments. And when I say they made second half adjustments, they actually went to Justice Hill. Third string running back on this team. Justice Hill showed that he still has some explosion. He's hitting the hole. He's getting an average of 5 yards per carry. And that was impressive to go to Justice Hill. I don't understand why we were content with going with Mike Davis and Kenyon Drake. I understand that we're still waiting on J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, but you have the running backs that can complement Lamar Jackson's game and Justice Hill. And I don't understand. I've never understood why the Ravens consistently go for washed up or at the end of their rope players, be it running backs, wide receivers, linemen, any piece, any player. They always go for that guy that's at the last leg, be it either a year or 2 left in the tank, something of that nature. I don't understand it. And right now it's evident Justice Hill, he's playing for a contract. He knows that this could be his last chance to be on this team. So he has to perform. Got to use him. That was a major adjustment. I did like second half adjustments this week for the Baltimore Ravens. Kudos to the rookies. And when I say rookies, number 22, Williams, I'll say your first name when you have another good game. But number 22, Mr. Williams, showed why he deserves to be on the field with his production over the last few weeks, and especially in this game. I also have to give number 14, Mr. Hamilton. You'll get your first name when you perform again because you are actually behind the 8 ball. You're lucky I gave you Hamilton. I was going to just call you number 14, but number 14, Mr. Hamilton, he went out there and showed his worth, getting a forced fumble, which led to a turnover with the returning Marcus Peters. Kudos to the man, Marcus Peters. He had a big day today as well. But to watch him come up and improve himself, it showed why the Ravens emphasized secondary this year. The Ravens emphasized secondary in their scheme. And it has been showing. They have been getting turnovers. Today we had 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. I'm sorry, 3 interceptions and a forced fumble because Peters got 1, Marlon Humphreys got 1, and Josh Bynes got 1. Plus with the forced fumble by Mr. Number 17, Mr. Hamilton, getting that. So 4 forced turnovers today in New England, and very impressive with that on how we are becoming ball hawks. However, there are some cons to the secondary. And I'm going to say it right now on here. I have no cut card. Number 21 needs to go. He either needs to go immediately or he needs to go to the practice squad. He needs to go. And I'm very disappointed in the way that he has played. They have attacked number 21 consistently, and they need to find a way to either put him on the bench or just say, hey, guess what, sir? We appreciate your services. Here's your pink slip. Because right now, Mr. Number 21 is just not productive in my eyes for what the Baltimore Ravens are attempting to do. Now, offensively, I have some major pluses and some major concerns. I'll start with the concerns. The concerns is health. Let's strictly put as health. To lose now your backup to your backup left tackle potentially is a very concerning sight. I seen that Moses was playing okay at right tackle with Zeitler. You could tell the youth in the rookie center, but that left side of the line, I'm a little concerned with, and it's all about the money. When they spent that money on Ronnie Stanley, I'm expecting to see a major return. I don't see it. So it's like we have to actually get that addressed immediately because the season is still young and fresh. Teams start showing their worth when they get late in the year, when it's getting cold outside. And with our offensive line the way that it is right now, I'm a little concerned with the protection schemes and the help for Lamar Jackson. Now, here we go to the pros, though, on the offensive side. Obviously, we already know about number 8, but I'll give you a major pro. Major pro for me, I like what we are doing with Devin Duvernay. Devin Duvernay is showing me that he is a breakout star in this league right now with the Ravens. I'm only talking for the Ravens. He looks like a breakout star with the Ravens right now. As the number 2 wideout, he's special on special teams. Amazing. He could have broke one again today. But as a wideout, he is showing why he deserves to be on the field. He's taking the opportunity, and basically he's running with it. Another touchdown grab this week. Very impressed with Devin Duvernay right now in those first 3 games of the season. It's looking like a promising wide receiver coming right now in front of your eyes in Devin Duvernay. Rashad Bateman as well. Didn't get off like he did last week. A lot of people will say he dropped a touchdown because it hit him in his hands. I think that's a little bit of growth, having to still learn and get some more chemistry with Lamar. But the route running is amazing. I love what he did. It was a major play in the game to actually get us into touchdown position to attempt to score again when he caught a beautiful return post route that he caught, and that he went on the sideline and added tremendous yak yards with it. So shout out to Rashad Bateman on what he's doing. Young, still growing. Mark Andrews might be the best tight end in the game right now. 2 touchdowns again today, showing what he's all about. The return of J.K. Dobbins. Hopefully, as games go on and he gets more confident in his knee, he can still excel and grow. But I do have to ask this question. I got to put this out there because I got to play devil's advocate. And when I play devil's advocate with this, it's more with the coaching staff. John Harbaugh, I'm always been a fan of the man because he changed the culture and the way we're doing things here. And he's become a consistent winner. He's been here for a long time. A lot of people are saying we need changes. I'll say this. Sometimes to go to the standard quo you might need to go outside of that realm because it's going to suit your team better long term. And what I'm getting at is we can't be conservative. We can't say, oh, all right, we get up and we're up by 9 points and let's trust our defense to make stops. Because until the latter part of this game, this defense was giving up major points. They still gave up another 100-yard wide receiver today in Devontae Parker. They still were exposed, in my opinion, defensively. We can't settle when we have an offensive weapon like we have in Lamar Jackson. We have to stay aggressive because at times you sit back and say, are we trying to give up the game? Because that's the philosophy of our team via our coaching staff. We have to change that. So those are small things that I think we will adjust now. I'll come back later this week. We'll do a preview of the Bills game and much more. But I'm getting back into the podcast realm of this thing here. BSN Presents. You know, we try to tell the truth about everything. I got a lot more this week. Not only are we talking NFL, I'm going to be talking about the situation in Boston. I'll just call it the situation in Boston, and much, much more. We're going to get back with you, man. This boy, GD Fitz. Tell the truth, BSN Presents. Stay with us, baby. Oh, yeah, that's right. Subscribe.